You didn't sign us up for dance boot camp. You signed us up for major dances boot camp.
Everybody knows that Disney is the most magical place in the world, but maybe not for everyone, especially since it hasn't had the most raving reviews from its former alumni, including Zendaya. In this expose, we'll finally know it all. Just to warn you guys, we will be circling around sensitive topics like racism. Racism is a well-known problem around the world, these days especially for Black Americans living in the United States of America or even in Asian countries where the Asian people originally live and come from. Unfortunately, even celebrities aren't immune to this, which only shows the flaw in the system. I think we're all pretty much aware that Zendaya began her career as a child model and backup dancer. She rose to fame after appearing in the Disney Channel sitcom Shake It Up, which aired from 2010 to 2013 as Rocky Blue. Now here comes the real issue. She's been said to have had hampered opportunities precisely because of her race. @FullPixel tweets in response to Zen having one of the best transitions from Disney. She's tied with the Sprouse twins, in my opinion, just because of a variety of shit they do between the two of them. But I think Zendaya was hampered hugely by Disney's racist assumption that Bella Thorne would be the star. Not to mention, at the young age of 18, Zendaya must have had a more mature mind than some other adults out there. She says, "I think it's all just how I was raised. My parents are both educators, and the way they raised me was to always be aware of what's going on in my business as well as in my personal life. My parents never really sheltered me from anything. They were always very open with me, which is probably why I'm able to be real." That same thought of Zendaya was especially necessary after E! News reporter Juliana Rancic's infamous comments about her dreadlocks on the 2015 Oscar red carpet. For someone as beautiful and talented as Zendaya, who would dare treat her that way? That is just rude and disrespectful. "My parents always taught me that there is knowledge in your voice. I could have clapped back and gone off. Of course I wanted to. Everyone wants to do that. I just kept thinking there were other young people dealing with the same kind of issues who were watching me to see how I would respond." She said, "I think the way we react to things is a big indicator of our character and what type of person we are. I just had too much respect for myself and didn't want to prove everybody right that's waiting for me to be ignorant and do something dumb. So I took my time until I thought of the best way I could address the comments." She continued. This, of course, fired up some people online. @Astropolari tweets, "Remember when Juliana Rancic said Zendaya's faux locks looked like they smelled of patchouli oil and Kelly Osbourne was so offended she quit the fashion police? Only for her, Kelly Osbourne, to say some racist shit on some talk show. Who's gonna clean our toilets?" Another netizen tweeted, "I don't think Juliana Rancic will ever live down the racist remarks to Emmy Award winner Zendaya. That was a dark day for me because I actually really like Juliana. Anyway, we'd love to see Black women win." Another quips that, "Every now and again, I think about how Juliana Rancic saying Zendaya looked like she smelled like patchouli oil and weed helped to skyrocket Zendaya into stardom." Just like a lot of youth these days, Zendaya learned how to share her thoughts through her words. "I realized that if I don't like something, I can change it. If I don't feel comfortable with something, then I have a voice to say it's not cool. I didn't start feeling comfortable using my voice until after Shake It Up ended." As a 15-year-old at the time, well, it sure did make sense. When Shake It Up was starting to accept auditions for the roles, Zendaya originally auditioned for the role of Cece Jones, the main lead. But instead, she got accepted as Rocky Blue, Cece's best friend. A lot of people were wondering why Zendaya did not get the main role when the show was all about dancing and singing. Bella Thorne, who got the main role of Cece Jones, even admitted to herself that she did not know how to sing or dance but got the main role instead. Well, for Zendaya, she started dancing and singing at an early age and even joined a dance club at the age of 8. Even during her childhood days, we could see how talented Zendaya is. Well, at this point, I may resent the people who did not see her talent at all. No cap. Well, yes, many people do not recognize Zendaya's talent, but I hope they all do one day. As that Beauty Fashion Aura points out in her tweet, Zendaya Coleman has literally only been in 21 films, and most of them are from her being a silent background character as Littler, Disney Channel, and Euphoria. Excluding those, and she's only been in 10 movies. In the September 2018 issue of Marie Claire, the former Disney star talked about the struggles faced in the industry while growing up as a young Black woman. Unfortunately for people like her, it seems that she had to deal with a huge problem about her race. But because she never once gave up on her career and advocated for her voice to be heard, she is now an award-winning actress and singer. Truly inspirational. When I'm able to do great things in my career and fortunately be financially blessed and give it away and watch the money actually do some good shit, that is the purpose. That's the reason why you do good things. Supporting students in Oakland is important to me. For me, I get to do my passion and what I enjoy, and that has become a forum to do much greater things. Sometimes you build your platform to step off so others can step on, and that's honestly what motivates me. With all the good things RMJ did, who would not like her? I mean, seriously! What is important to me is knowing we are not the only Black girls in the industry. We kind of have been painted as the face, and that's not the truth. It's important to have a conversation where we are opening the doors to our peers and more Black women who don't necessarily look like us. She adds, Zendaya also says that her boldness is not always easy as it seems to everyone's eyes. She credits it to what she calls her Olivia Pope gut. I just had to be in time with that and be like, listen, whatever feels right, go after that. There's going to be a lot of different opinions and a lot of people telling you what you should do and what you shouldn't do. But I had to home in on what Zendaya wanted and drive straight towards that. She shared, of course, we would lend our ears to hear her. I mean, who would not? However, she also explained that the game may be the same, but the rules for many are different in many ways. What my white peers would be able to get away with at this point in their careers is not something I will be able to do. I don't want to jeopardize it at any point because I'm not allowed the room to mess up. She said, this Twitter user backs it up by tweeting, no one gives a shit about the hair color of an actor playing a comic character when they're white. Matt Murdock has never been played by a natural redhead and no one cares. People only care when it's Zendaya playing MJ or Sasha Calle playing Kara because of racism. That's it. Another example of this bias was pointed out by @TajMe. Wow, Marvel castmates defending Chris Pratt? It was crickets for the sexism Brie Larson faced and the racism Zendaya faced from your stands. But y'all will defend this? Disappointed but not surprised. Y'all should really be supporting Zendaya and see her talents, not criticizing her just because of her color. Another tweeted, I love me some Shake It Up and Rue, so I'm not trying to hate or be divisive. Y'all just need to recognize her, Zendaya, white side because she is half white and the one drop rule is rooted in racism. It's okay for Zendaya to represent for the biracial girlies. Y'all know that, right? A ton of people got mad and threw out accusations of racism when Zendaya won an Emmy, and it was called an upset. One even defended Zendaya tweeting, oh, classic racism. Well, now we know why you hate Zendaya. I hope you know Black people most likely write most of your favorite songs, LOL. Zendaya once said, if I ever do become a filmmaker, I know that the leads of my films will always be Black women. I gotta hurry up and figure out how to effing become a director, man. I'm trying. I'm learning every day. I really am. Do you still think Disney is as magical as they say? What do you think about this issue? Leave your thoughts down below because we're all curious to know them. And don't forget to like and subscribe.